Lethal Weapon continues after the news.
A heinous crime committed.
Get off of her, cowboy.
She's gonna die?
She's gonna live. Gonna kill a couple of no-good cowboys.
For what?
For cutting up a lady.
But justice is never cheap.
And tell him there ain't no horse gold!
Gene Hackman,
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man.
Clint Eastwood, and Morgan Freeman in the award-winning film Unforgiven. Wednesday at 9 on
Carlton weather, sponsored by Sea France, Dover Calais Ferries.
Good evening. It's a bitter night out there. Temperatures around freezing, but with that wind it feels several degrees below. Now for the time being it's dry, but later on in the night heavy snow will be pushing into the southwest, and for the rush hour tomorrow morning pretty dire I think around southern and western parts of the M25, especially up on the high ground. Temporary blizzard conditions. Later on it will begin to turn to rain down in the southwest towards lunchtime, and then later on during the day that snow will eventually turn to rain in all places, drying up and the thaw beginning to set in, so that snow melting a lot of surface water. Those temperatures climb up to, well, 3 to 5 Celsius. That's better than we saw today. And as far as the outlook's concerned, it's back to normal. Spells of rain from time to time, fairly mild.
For a more detailed 5-day outlook, call Weather Update, sponsored by Sea France.
Travel Update, in association with Business Pages.
Hello, good evening. Tomorrow morning, the Duchess of Kent will be presenting the Children of Courage Awards in Westminster Abbey. And the Prince of Wales will be among 3,000 people attending a concert at the Royal Festival Hall at 7 p.m. The Royal Philharmonic Orchestra are staging a concert at 7:30 at the Royal Albert Hall to celebrate 50 glorious years in the business, and up to 5,000 people, including Elton John, are expected to attend. Musically, Oasis play their second date at Wembley Arena, so heavy traffic in the area, and Prodigy are at the Stratford Rex on Stratford High Street. Finally, roadworks and the AA Warner delays along Grosvenor Place, heading northbound towards Hyde Park Corner from 10 until 4. That's it from me. Good night.
Travel Update with Business Pages, helping you to work.
a heinous crime committed.
Get off of her, cowboy.
She's gonna die?
She's gonna live. Gonna kill a couple of no-good cowboys.
For what?
For cutting up a lady.
But justice is never cheap.
And tell him there ain't no horse gold!
Gene Hackman,
It's a hell of a thing, killing a man.
Clint Eastwood, and Morgan Freeman in the award-winning film Unforgiven. Wednesday at 9 on Carlton.
Well, next tonight on Carlton, the conclusion of Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, I remember the woman you described. She ordered a Tia Maria with cola. All of a sudden, this whole weird carnival showed up. They partied until the sun rose, then they just disappeared. The last time I saw her, she was dancing with the devil.
Who would I most like to have a one-to-one with? Martin Luther King.
I just want to do God's will.
I'd asked him if there was one incident that drove him to become part of the civil rights movement. And did he realize how much he frightened those who opposed him? Most of all, if I could have a one-to-one with him, I'd ask him how he maintained his principle of peaceful protest in the face of such provocation.
I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land.
Who would you most like to have a one-to-one with? Our mobile phone service gets people talking.
At 11:45, Sean Penn and Gary Oldman star in the late film State of Grace. But now the conclusion of Lethal Weapon.